Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be reacting to RM's Rolling Stone interview that he did by himself. If you have watched this channel for just 5 minutes, you will know that RM is my bias. And I'm going to say that because someone kindly told me in the comments about saying the bias thing instead of favourite. Which is important in army land. So I'm sorry that I said favourite. I apologized. You could have my head on a stick. But anyway, yeah, so I'm watching the interview today because he is my bias and I want to see his solo interview. So I'm excited to check it out. I don't know why I'm like sweating and nervous to press play. I need to stop thirsting. I need to tone it down a notch, but he looks lovely. Okay, let's get into it.
If we don't challenge anymore, then I think there's no reason that we should keep doing this as a team. So we have to show the world that we are still ongoing and still exploring and figure out like new things. But still, I think we have to push it to the edge even more, and just still not enough.
Look at that smile. Adorable. He always looks really good. He's got really good style, I think.
RM of BTS, welcome back to the cover of Rolling Stone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm so happy to be there.
Relate to you because you seem to go through a mini existential crisis like maybe every week.
Yeah. Actually, I'm very nervous and afraid at the same time because it's been a while. And yeah, I really want to like pretend like that I'm okay and I'm ready, all decided, everything's great. I just can't wait. I just really want to say that, but even more than that, I really want to be honest. I just hope, everything's gonna be fine, and everything will be, but still at the same time, I still have fears.
Do you have
I think like that's one thing I love, like, well, not just about RM, but about the whole group, like how open they are with their vulnerabilities, insecurities, mental health, because I mentioned before, but I think there's so many people in the spotlight that hide those things, and like part of me understands why, because it's hard to be vulnerable. I mean, it's hard to be vulnerable when you're not famous, but when you're in front of the whole world, it's really hard to put things out there. People might worry that things are going to be taken the wrong way, or people react negatively to it, but I think it's like there's a real strength in sharing your darkest moments and your insecurities, because it lets people know that you're human and everyone's human, so that's one thing I really, really love about the group, but I really love it about RM. I think that he just kind of says it how it is, and that's something I appreciate a lot.
stress dreams before something is coming out?
Yes. I have like extreme stress and extreme like joy at the same time. And it's always like back and forth every time, every night. I think like these days when I wake up in the morning, like I always in a good mood, like, just get a cup of coffee and then like, it's a new day. But at night, I feel like, man, like, I don't know what it's gonna be like. And so I really want to live great in the mornings, but I feel quite depressed and sad at night. But the funny thing is, it was like exactly the opposite like years ago.
I was gonna say that's funny because mine's the opposite. I think I feel better in the evening, like late at night, because I'm like a night owl. So whenever I like worry about things, okay, I worry about things a lot, but whenever I'm like stressed, I feel like maybe in the late night, that's like when I'm at my best. And then in the morning is like the worst. But yeah, I love like how open he's being.
I loved the night because we like worked every day during daytime, and night when I just come home and I feel alone, I felt really great. I really love to walk the streets where nobody is.
That's the
In
best
2022,
when no one's around.
you were saying to Pharrell, you still love music, but then maybe you love visual arts more, maybe you loved other things more. Did you come back around, and how was that journey for you?
I just want to say as well, I saw that he has an art exhibit coming to, is it California? Maybe? I might be wrong, but it's coming to the US at some point. And I learned like through the last few weeks that he is huge into art. So yeah, I learned something new about him.
I think music, you know, is always there. It's just the root. And, you know, sometimes you just can't resist when just like some music you love is just turned on, and you just can't help but just like dancing to it, or like just like nodding to it, vibing to it. And I think visual art, sometimes it requires more like backgrounds and trainings and more kind of like intellectual things. In the military, I listened to like so many albums. I'm in love with music more right now, maybe.
But when you think of listening to music during that time, was there a moment, is there an album or a song you can think of you connected with and said, this is my life this is saving my life right now?
I think last year it was Tyler's track with Tizo Touchdown. Forever is too long. It was like Tizo singing the phrase. Maybe like at that time, the military, I felt too long for me.
Aww. It's so cute. Yeah. I have seen, I think the military seemed pretty hard on RM mentally from what I've read, which is sad.
I just kept thinking like, man, maybe it's gonna be like forever, and then the forever is too long. So I was like kept singing the phrase all the time, and I got I think I was being healed singing along to it, and like Dijon's album was great.
Production is
Yes.
so cool.
He has that album. There's a song on that album. I can't remember the name of it though. Now I need to look it up because I don't want to leave people hanging. But it's so good. I like stumbled across it on my Spotify, and it was like I just was playing it on repeat, but I can't remember the name. See, I think it's called Yamaha. I think that's the one. God, that song is a banger. If you know the song or haven't, you should listen to it.
Crazy.
Right. Spotify Wrapped, I checked it. The Dijon's album, I think I listened to it more than like 500 minutes. And Joji, Pass Won't Leave My Bed.
Guys, Joji is like one of my favorite artists. Oh my god. I can't believe he said Joji. Well.
Sometimes it's just like a simple phrase, but it just hits you like so hard when it is combined with like certain type of sound and instruments.
You made it clear
that's
that
true.
when with Butter and Permission to Dance, they were so huge and so successful, they left you confused about what is BTS.
Yes.
And I think that you had a few years to think about that. I think you did figure it out, but I'm curious about like your sort of mental journey from, man, I don't know what we are anymore, to I know now.
I think I still don't know. And maybe, I think a musician should talk with their music.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I think like one of the things I love about BTS since watching them is I don't really think you can like sum them up, I feel like people will say they're a pop band, but I don't know if I agree, to be honest. I mean, they cover so many different genres. I mean, I have been so surprised by the music videos I've watched. Like, there have been so many different styles and genres that it kind of, shocked me, because the first two songs I had heard were Butter and Dynamite, which are quite poppy tracks. So then I hear stuff like Mic Drop or like 2.0, and I'm like, oh shit, like, this is different, and I love that. So I think an artist maybe shouldn't have a like label on of like what they are or who they are. I think it's just great that they kind of show you like their artistic expression in that moment or in that year, whenever it may be.
Right. And it's being more and more just careful to explain and like describe how I'm feeling right now or what like this album is about. Or well, I think it's just this magazine and this interview with you is just another record, so I could like look back to it when I'm like 50. Yeah, looking back to it and like, man, when I was like 31, I felt like that, and I was like talking to you, like, because I believe right now like this type of feeling is the deepest truth in my heart. I think I'm still really confused because I thought in the military maybe if it's just all finished and we all come back in 2025 June, then maybe there's some type of very precise, sharp consensus that we could all like relate to, but which was not very true.
I'm actually curious because people that have been a fan of BTS for a while will tell me, but when they went off to the military, were there like worries within the fan base that they would not get back together when they came out? I'm just curious because I know it's like 18 months, but they seem so close as a 7-piece that I feel like people would just assume they would like pick back up right where they left off when they got out. But I'm just wondering if that was like a fear in ARMY in any way. Yeah.
So I think these 14 tracks are the could be the type of, it's still blurry, but it could be just an answer to the people who is wondering like what is BTS in 2026. But I think for this album, I tried to say that express more of universal things like love, hurt, nostalgia, missing, and I think I'm still into that expanding personal experiences into universal emotions and feelings.
The energy.
Can I just say, like, he speaks English so well. Like, I'm so in awe because, like, he's just, like, so smart. Like, I'd said I'm learning Korean and it is so difficult. Like, he's a genius, I feel like, because he's really, really good.
Reminds me a little bit of the beginning.
Really?
The early rap, more rap rocky stuff.
I think that's really great to hear because, I had plenty of time to look back. It's truly a new start, and so I think why you felt that energy was because that I think we actually are treating this moment as our new start, but I think we unconsciously just coming back to like when we started, like all those really turned up energy, like very resistant and I want to show something to the world type of energy. But
I feel that in 2.0. Like the lyrics are so good, and it's just the whole like we were gone and now we're back and you had your fun, bye. But obviously like kind of a playfulness to it. But if you watched my channel, that I am obsessed with that song. It's my favorite BTS song. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. But it is. And it's off the new album. And it was my first proper like music video watch through. So I was lucky. Lucky me.
I think we got more mature. It's gonna be definitely the new chapter of BTS.
It's so interesting to listen to your solo albums, Indigo and Right Place, Wrong Person, because in some ways it feels like these are the albums, the kind of music that you might have made had there never been a BTS.
Right.
You know, it's
I
like,
think so.
which is, it's interesting to me that you could even get to that place as an artist mentally.
I think, it's really funny to say, and I think lots of people maybe just slightly know, like who BTS is. Maybe the people, won't agree, but I think really finding myself as, man, I'm born as a kind of a anti to like something. Yeah, like when everybody is saying yes, I really want to say no. When I've been doing BTS, I loved it, but I really did hate something, of course, and I just couldn't deny all those feelings. And but I think I knew like what is what to like show to the people, or what to just hide and just make it into an album. When I just come back as a solo, I was like thinking of like, man, I gotta do this, I gotta say it, because if it's 7, I have to do my role, have to sometimes be nice, and because lots of kids are watching us, but
Yeah, I feel that too. Like, I really want to listen to his solo stuff. Actually, I'm getting to it. I know I got to get to 6 other people. Well, I guess I covered Jin, but that was not really, because it was the Super Tuna song, which is kind of banter. But I really want to listen to his solo stuff, because it sounds like this album was just like him putting a lot of his like feelings out there and his raw emotion. And yeah, like you said, when you have 6 other members in the band, obviously the lyrics are spread out among everybody, and he has to consider 6 other people and the style of BTS and the messages they put out there. But when he's doing his own solo work, maybe he felt he could just kind of lay it all out there, and it was very unique to him and his whole experience of like whatever he talked about.
sometimes I just started music, just on the streets and by rapping, and I just can't resist that. Sometimes I feel like I just want to do this. I just want to do this shit. So I listen to pop music. I love it. I enjoy like every pop music. I always like check the charts sometimes. Sometimes when I just don't want to use my brain too much, I just find like the top 50 global and just listen to it. But sometimes I feel like, man, this is not enough. I have to like dig more. I have to explore what the world is like. I just want to see the edges, of this earth. So when it comes to solid project, every infras and every powers and every impacts, the numbers maybe, or the masses, the scales, that helped me a lot, so that I could express maybe without thinking of economic things, and I could do a song with Little Sims, Monster Somni. They're great artists. Why the name of, maybe sometimes using the name of BTS and the brand. When it comes to the team project, by the experiences that I had on my solo, just do everything to like 100 or even more than that. I could tell the team or the members that let's push it to the edge, like even more. This is not enough. This is too safe. If we don't challenge anymore, then I think there's no reason that we should keep doing this as a team. So we have to show the world that we are still ongoing and still exploring and figure out like new things.
I love that too. Like, as the leader, I feel like he. I actually did watch the Netflix documentary where they did the making. It was like while they were while they were recording Arirang, and yeah, it was really enjoyable. And I noticed in the documentary that RM would like push back a lot on things, and I love that he you know, considers those things and has everyone's back, but also like brings up when he thinks that they should like push the boundaries, or, you know, when he doesn't feel that something is like the right fit, or, you know, something doesn't sit well with him, he speaks up, and he speaks up for everyone else as well. And I love that he's like that. He's very like level-headed and not afraid to speak up for himself, and I think that's like important, especially for a leader.
I think we have to like have an experiment and push it to the edge even more, and just still not enough.
How did you resolve? I mean, your service was not easy on you.
No.
Are you sort of still recovering psychologically? How is that going for you?
I think I got out. I got out of it quite a lot, if we call it a cave, and it's been, you know, today's February, so it's been 8 months, and I think I'm good right now. But sometimes when I try to sleep and when it pops up, man, forget it. I'm done. I'm not in the military anymore, and but that experience, hitting the rock bottom, like psychologically, in the truth, I think that helps me. Like, this is, now I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm good, Yeah, I think that's the great self-therapy.
Yes, I feel like so. I know people are gonna be like, oh, like everyone has to do it, but I just feel bad for him. Like, you can tell it really, really impacted him mentally, and that's like tough, it's kind of, I'm not like a doctor, I'm not like self-diagnosing, but it feels like a form of like PTSD, to be in your bed at night and kind of having flashbacks to like imagining being there and being in there and feeling like it's never going to end. So yeah, I hope he is doing better. I mean, he's been out a while now, but I know those feelings probably linger still. And I hope that he doesn't feel that way forever, that he has to endure that, because I know that's tough. And hopefully he can sleep okay now. I know that I think they like mentioned it in an interview somewhere that he doesn't like sleeping alone. Or maybe that was, I feel like it was him. But yeah, it makes me sad because I can tell it's painful for him.
Did that experience or the past few years change what you want out of life as a person?
I always want to live the present, the now. But, it's just there are so many things in 2026 that are like distracting you and me from living now. Like, we're thinking when you look at the reels and all the shores that we're living now, but which is not. They just keep distracting me. So I really miss the time that I just walk in the rain and thinking of everything. I think those were the times that I truly lived the present. I really don't want to think of the past and the future because they are just fantasy. But it's really hard just to focus on where you are right now. So today is like 12th of February, and I always try hard to sometimes just put the phone down and maybe read books.
I was going to say too, like, I feel like I'm like chronically online girl watching BTS now. That's like the chronically online thing that I do, and RM interviews. But yeah, it is this like society now. I feel like it's just so hard not to like be on your phone, I kind of put my phone out of sight when I'm like watching a movie or if I'm reacting to stuff like this. But I say that as I just looked up a song on my phone, but my phone is like next to me, but I'm not looking at reels. But yeah, it is hard in like today's world. I just feel like it's just so consuming. Like you just wake up, you want to go on your phone, see like what's going on, what are the updates, and look like watch all the reels, and go on all the social media apps, and then you go down like a 2-hour watch on YouTube of different shorts. It really does consume you. But I know what he means. Like, I think there are like sometimes people forget like the smaller joys in just like taking a walk, or like you know, a world without phones. Like I remember like when I grew up, I think we got mobile phones till like I was maybe like 10 or 12, I don't know. But well, actually, I mean, like, I think they existed before that, but I didn't get one till 10 or 12. Point being, like, for those, I think about those, like, first 10 years, and we actually would, like, go outside more and play and do things, you know? So, yeah, I do think there's, like, this over consumption of social media and the internet now, which the internet's great for a lot of things, but there is some joy in just like going outside or speaking with friends. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Emma, that's on a phone. And it can be. But like, you know, having conversations in person, playing games, having a game night, whatever it is, like those things are really fun. And sometimes it's just nice to connect with people in a authentic way in person. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's go back to the interview.
When I just think this, I try hard not to think about the past and the future, because the future never comes.
Yeah.
Future never comes.
You were in that dark place psychologically and you got out of it. It wasn't forever. What would you say to someone who, you know, there may be a fan who feels that way right now?
I got out of the crisis I had last year because of the all those environments I had. I got out of it like physically, but mentally, I'm just admitting it. That essential sorrow, I don't know what it is called, but it's always there in some part of my heart.
Stop.
So
no.
I think I'm still in the middle of just admitting like who I am. I'm like maybe too sensitive than the others, maybe the average.
No, he's
or
not.
I
He's
think
not too
too much.
sensitive.
Sometimes I can't sleep.
Honestly, like, the way he is why the fans love him so much, you know? Like, I can relate because I am an overthinker, and it can be good, but it can be really bad too when you get like stuck with your thoughts. Oh, it's actually a nightmare. But I don't think he's too sensitive, and I hope he doesn't feel like that and see it as a negative thing, because he is smart, he's talented. From what I've seen, like in the videos, he's really funny, he's a joy to be around. Like all the other 6 members love him, Army love him, like he's amazing at English, he's a leader. There's just so much that's great about him, and I hope he realizes his value, because I don't think he should ever feel like he's like too sensitive or like there's something wrong with him, you know.
But do you want to die? No. I try to love the life, the skies, taking walks, good friends, drinks, music, interview. I'm still fighting the demons, and I think maybe it could be forever, and forever is too long, like I said. But I just want to say one thing, like simply, in short, I think life is fun. Because it's not because I'm BTS or I'm a star in the spotlight. I think just life is fun and living is better.
I thought we'd end with the meaning of life.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, I love him. Yeah. Okay. Should we just watch him through the credits? Because why not? Okay. Oh, is this like another interview that they did? Oh, okay. I guess they did a group one. I should probably watch that one later. I mean, I absolutely love that interview. Like I said, he's my bias, and I really wanted to see some of his interviews by himself, just because, I was curious to see how he was. Well, I'm not saying like he'd be like a completely different person when the other 6 members aren't around, but I just really wanted to see a solo interview, and I think it just kind of shows more of like why I think he's such like a likable person, and why he's the leader of BTS. And I love like his vulnerability. I love that he isn't afraid to express like the challenges he's had with his mental health. I think obviously the army really got to him mentally. I don't know what unit he was in the army. I need to look that up, but yeah, I'm not sure what he did there or what happened, but it seems like he really has like a bit of PTSD from that, and that's it's really sad, because I could tell in that interview like it's really affecting him, and I think he's still working through that now from the sounds of it, and I really hope that he does get through that, because I know it, when there's just something there that just constantly like worries you, or it just like constantly eats away at you, and it's like no matter what you do, and no matter how long you try, and no matter how far away you get from like that trauma, and it just won't go away, the thoughts won't go away, or the trauma of it is still there. And I think most people like think about that at night. I hope I don't seem like super heavy right now, but just kind of reflecting back on the interview. But I just love that he laid it all out there, and he's honest with fans. And I mean, he's in BTS, he is famous, but he's also human, and they just go through all these emotions that we go through as well. So yeah, I think it was really admirable for him to share all of that, and I think it's really important for him to share all of that, because yeah, he might, imagine a fan going through a horrible time watching this interview, and then them feeling like, oh wow, like my idol, the person I look up to, RM, has gone through this too, and then they don't feel as alone, and they feel connected to that person that they admire, and BTS as a whole, because someone is expressing that they've been through something similar, and I think that really means a lot to fans when people speak up, because like I'd said, sometimes celebrities I think are a bit afraid to put themselves out there, fear of being like judged, or feeling too exposed in some way, but I just love that he laid everything out there, and he's not afraid to do that, and I think that really speaks for who he is as a person. So yeah, I really, really love this interview. I'm going to watch a group one next, which I'm excited to share with you guys. Did you enjoy this interview? What did you like about it? And if you have any suggestions for other interviews you think I should check out, feel free to put them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.